Hey, what's up, good people? It's your boy Dennis Ngango, and welcome back to Defining. Before we get into this video, number one, a quick shout out to all the ladies. I hope you had an incredible Women's Day, and I hope you have an incredible Women's Month. Number two, I also want to make a quick shout out to the Defining team. I'm really happy with all the progress we've made. Noma, Tebo, Bongani, we've come a very long way. I think in May we were still at like 3K subscribers, and now in August we already hit 14K on our way to 15. So thank you so much everybody for the support, and I'm really happy that we're here. As you can see in the title, we need to talk, and this video might come out as a mess. I'm not sure because I've been trying to figure out how to put these words together. It's a bit difficult, but at the same time it's a very necessary conversation. As you guys saw in the I Lost My Confidence video, your boy hasn't really been in a good space. And I think it's because of a lot of reasons. Number one, I've been speaking about adulting and the difficulties, like reality versus expectation. A lot of people are saying, I can't wait to finish varsity. It's that type of reality versus expectation that really isn't being met. That's one side. And I think another thing which I need to really say with my chest is that I think I started claiming confusion, doubt, as well as being lost. And by claiming, I mean that I've allowed it to be the current stage or position that I'm in my life. And that is simply not the truth. I don't think those are phases that you specifically go through in life. I think those are feelings that you may feel, but I don't think that it's something that is really going to depict your entire life as is. And I think I just allowed it to become more than just a feed that I needed to crush at the moment, and I allowed it to be something that seeped into my mind, seeped into the way I saw things, and then ultimately seeped into my speech. And that for me has been a bit tricky, in the sense that if I was speaking to my parents, for example, and they asked, how are things, how's work, I really couldn't give a straight answer. The same with my friends. Like, as soon as I would try and speak about where I'm at in life, I really wouldn't have anything to say. And I think it's just gotten to the point where, I need to just understand it, acknowledge, and really push forward. The one thing that has really gotten me to this mindset was that, the past couple of days, I was at the 1825 Hillsong conference, and it was an incredible spiritual, space. And I'm really glad that I went. But there was one specific conversation that was with entrepreneurs, where the one entrepreneur spoke about just honoring the season that you're in. And that for me, irrespective of everything else that she said, just that line alone hit a light bulb in my mind, because I don't think I've been doing that. I've been running away from the current season. I've been resisting the season. I've been shying away from the season. I've been trying to replace the season. And I've just gotten to a place where I'm like, this is not you. This is not the promise that is yours. This is not the conversation you've been having. And if this is how you're going to go about things, you're really not going to become the person that you want to be. And you're just not going to be happy, because you just wake up tired. You wake up already behind. And that's not really how things are. So after having really just thought about that, a couple of things just really started to just, you know, come to mind and really just brighten up. Another thing that I heard that has really played a big role is a quote that said, the darkness that exists inside of us doesn't just happen overnight. And that was with the whole confidence chat. That was with the whole not honoring my current season. All of those things didn't just happen overnight. It started off with the conversation of doubt. And the conversation with doubt also then continued with the conversation of reason, in the sense that, there's that voice in the back of your mind, the reason voice. It's always trying to reason things out, and reason why you can feel the way that you feel, and reason why the actions that really aren't good for you are somewhat good for you. The reasoning that tells you, what, don't take that opportunity, just stay where you're at and it will come to you. Or no, you're not worthy of that opportunity just as yet, go work on these things. And the voice of reason just then leads to the voice of smallness, where you just make yourself feel so inferior and feel so small about life. And I just realized that that one domino of doubt and then losing my confidence and listening to the voice of reason and smallness, it isn't helping me go where I need to go. And this video is not me just saying we need to talk, but it's also me just saying I'm done claiming hurt, I'm done claiming confusion, and I want to say to everyone back home as well, we need to honor this season. And I know I'm not the only one in this place, but we need to rather honor the current seasons that we're in. We need to push through how we feel. We need to push through the things that are breaking. We need to push through the bad thoughts of self. We need to push through those chains that are trying to break us down. We need to break them. And if that's the season that we're in, we need to just meditate on that and push through. I know there's a lot of people at home watching this that are in some sort of academic space where you just feel like I'm going through the gutter and there's just no hope. Honor that season. I know there are people who are saying, I just need a break. I'm battling to swim. I feel like I'm drowning. Take that break. The moment you honor the season that you're in, irrespective of how rough or how crazy it may be, honor it because it will teach you and move you towards where you need to be. I haven't really spoken about it on the channel, but in my first final year, so if I can explain it, I studied industrial engineering and it's a 4-year degree. In my 4th year, when I was ready to finish, August was a very tough month. Not only for me, but for my family. And what ended up happening is I was just not in the best mental space. And I then decided to move my project, my final year project, which was due in September, the month after, to the next year. And that was very tough for me, especially considering that everything up until that moment was perfect. In terms of academics was perfect, in terms of the person that I was, like everything that I did was according to the plans that other people had for me. I never really stepped out of people's idea and perception of Dennis. So in my first final year, me looking at August, looking at where I was mentally and really not being in a really good space. My family didn't really understand, but I was at the space where I literally said to myself, at the end of the day, I'd rather be alive in the next couple of the months and be in a good space than be in a bad space that might end up in me like not being where I should be. So August, I decided, let me take this leap of faith. I didn't know what I was going to do for the next year. Besides my project, I don't know how we were going to fund it, all those type of things. But I decided in August to take a big leap of faith. And it was quite tough for me. I needed to also then step out of everybody's expectations for me and just at that moment take responsibility for my life. And that was a moment where I can look back and say I honored the season that I was in. Because that next month was the Samsung Social Star competition, which I had no idea about in August. I then gave it my all in Mauritius and ended up winning the competition. And since then, I've been working with Samsung, which is really dope, and that has led to defining and the rest of the other opportunities I've had till now. So even when things look tough, and then I did end up finishing my degree the year later, doing the whole project and also building, defining, and. But moral of the story is I honored that season. It was not easy, and I went against everybody's motive. But at the end of the day, things came out much better, came out with defining, came out with all the growth that has happened, all the really dope opportunities. So really, what I'm just trying to say in this conversation is honor the season that you're in. And I'm going to be doing it, and I'd love to do it with you watching. Let me know what's happening on your side, and we can really just support one another. That's also what, these DMCs are all about, supporting each other and honor the season that you're in. It was never the sun setting, but in fact, the sun rising. Allow yourself to be redefined and defined. Allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to be, and of course, allow yourself to become. Remember, you can never outplan God. Now, I know this conversation was a bit all over the place, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts, and yeah, I don't know how to end this video, but I hope this really impacts your train of thought. And if anything, remember that your faith will heal you. I think the past couple of weeks, one thing that has really impacted my understanding and my hope in life is definitely that your faith will heal you. There's been so many stories throughout the Bible where Jesus healed people based on their faith. They were set free. And yeah, that's something that I'm carrying really close to me. It's just the line, your faith will heal you. It's worked for so many people in the past. I'm sure it's worked for me in the past as well. And I'm just going to be moving towards that, moving forward. So, hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're well. And yeah, thank you for all the support that everyone's been giving so far. And make sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Bye.